Hey, everybody. Thanks for listening to RawKnux podcast. Please like, follow, and subscribe.
When I stepped on the ice, I never backed down, and I never stayed down.
And I was vicious, and I was malicious, and I don't care.
He's a freaking madman. Look at him going to town. That'll be a suspension.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Knuckles here. Tim and I, we're going to give you our Stanley Cup playoff predictions. And we're going to start in the Eastern Conference. And we'll start in my hometown, Boston Bruins, against the Panthers. What do you got, Timothy?
I think Boston. I mean, obviously they're already up 1-0.
Well, you're going out on a fucking limb.
No, I don't know. Usually it's like the teams that, in the past we've all seen like a team that just bulldozes the league. Usually they have an upset in the playoffs and, they're out in the first round. But I don't feel like this is a Boston team that, hasn't been to the finals or they've won, guys that have won a cups on there. So I don't see a team beating them 4 out of 7 games unless there's injuries. You never know. You know better than I do how that thing works. But I got Boston winning 5 games.
All right, I'm just going to critique you a little bit. Don't say you don't know. You played in the fucking NHL. You're supposed to know.
Well,
no.
I know from a yeah, go ahead. You're right. I guess I can speak from
a
experience.
playoff perspective.
Yeah.
The Bees, come on, picking the Bees in 5. Florida might squeak a game out, but look at the record. They lost 12 fucking games all year. Mm-hmm. That should say, honestly, they might lose 2 playoff games this season, but I don't think that's going to happen when you look at what they did during the regular season. But here's a team yesterday they played. They were all sick as a dog, right? They ended up winning that game.
No Bergeron. Bergeron didn't play, did he?
No, he didn't play. So they're going to get healthy, and I'll say 5. They might lose a game, but who knows? Chances are it'll be a sweep, but I'll say 5 just to be on the.
Did you catch the full
side.
game? Did you catch all the game?
Yeah.
I mean, even when they were winning at the end, they were like the last 10 minutes. There was just like no threat. I don't know. Boston just looks. They're strong.
They're strong.
So, yeah.
All right, Toronto, Tampa Bay. I'm going Tampa in 6. I want to see the Leafs lose. I hope they lose.
Why do you hate them, or why you don't like the Leafs? Why would you not like the Leafs?
Not so much. I just want to see Toronto go completely batshit again and just terrorize Marner and Matthews and say how bad they are and they're chokers and this and that. Like, it's crazy what happens to that town. They don't get out of the first round. Last year, they just went,
What do you think it is? What do you think it is
shit
this year if they don't get out?
I'm picking Tampa. I just think Tampa still has enough core there and experience to. I don't think they're going to win the cup, but they can certainly win a round and they can certainly beat Toronto. Now, Toronto's better than they were last year. I like that. They solidified some positions there. I think they were up in the air as far as goaltending, having that Samsonov in there. So much better for them. Much better goalie than they've had. I just, I want to.
No, I hear you. I think I
want to see them lose because I'm a fucking Habs fan.
Yeah, no, and me being like an alumni of the Leafs.
I know.
We're kind of enemies here, frenemies today. But I'm with you though. Like. On what you feel, but I think this year, Toronto's they're gonna get out of the first round. I think, like you said, I think they got a better team. And
so I think Toronto won what?
6.
Toronto won what?
I got them in 6 as well.
Okay. All right. So I'm going the Lightning. Good stuff. All right. Carolina against the Islanders. What do you got, Tim?
I got Carolina. I know they're up 1-0, but I think I got them sweeping the Islanders. Yeah.
Ooh. Sweepage. Okay, I'm going the Canes, and I'm going to say the Canes in 5. It's going to be tight series. Going to be close games. Not a lot of goals scored, I don't think. It should be, that grind in hockey, Islanders against the Canes. So but I think the Canes prevail.
It's the last
right.
series on my list that I'm watching. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure. And the Devils and the Rangers, again, here we are, the pesky Devils against the Broadway Blue Shirts. And I'd like to say I was going to pick my former team, but I'm not. I'm picking the Devils in 6 games. And, man, this Devil team is deep. They're good. There's always an upset in the first round, but I already said my upset. Toronto's going to lose in the first round at Tampa Bay. I'm going to go with the Devils in 6 against the Rangers.
I got the Rangers. I'm a big fan. They got now with Kane and Tarasenko. I thought since the moment I played with Jacob Trouba. I think since he had that whole breakdown where he just the emotional. I didn't even know when he got in the fight and he threw his helmet. Like the team responded well. I don't know. I think with their goalie and they've gotten guys. They got a good core group, and then with the addition of Kane and Tarasenko, I think they win in 6.
Okay. Good for you. Now we're going to head west. Timothy. Vegas Golden Knights, Winnipeg Jets. What do you got, Timothy?
I know I sound biased here being a Jet, but I got the Jets winning in 6. I think they got a great goalie, and you can ride a goaltender. I don't think they're going to win the cup, but I think at one point Winnipeg was one of the best teams in the league, and they kind of hung on to sneak into playoffs. And I think they have a group of guys that've been together for a little bit here, so I wouldn't be surprised they get through that first round.
Yeah, they responded well down the stretch to that pressure from Calgary, and they won that big game against the Flames. So I'm picking the Jets against Vegas. Again, goaltending is a big key in this one for me. The Golden Knights, I think if they have one Achilles heel the last few years, it's been goaltending. So I'm picking the Jets in 6. Listen to me. I got to get one Game 7.
I know.
And I think that's going to be the next series we're talking about. Oilers Kings.
Yeah.
I'm taking the oil can. The oil can in 7. They lost Game 1 in OT, so I think this one's going the distance.
Yeah, no, I'm with you on that. There's not much to add to that other than, I think, Dick David, Draisaitl, those guys, unless there's injuries, I got the Oilers winning in 7 as well.
All right. Dallas Stars, Minnesota Wild.
I don't know. One of our Raw Knuckles guest, what's your take on that hit?
Yeah, the Tweety Birds came back.
What'd you feel real quick? I mean, I got Dallas. This might be a series.
You'll have to watch the uppercut. I did an uppercut on it.
Oh, did you? Okay.
I'm not going to tell you.
Okay.
No, of course. I'll
You're
tell
like,
you.
hey, pay attention to the podcast.
I think it was a little late.
Yep. Yeah. I think it was late too. Hopefully he comes back.
A little bit late. And if you see, there was another kid in the play. When Dumba went to hit him, his stick came up, and Dumba not only hit Pavelski, but the stick went through the stick too, and the stick hit him in the face. So I don't know if he was a little dizzy on the way down when he hit his head in the ice. But anyway, it was a little bit late. It wasn't a 5-minute major, but it was a little bit late. Anyway. Dallas Stars, Minnesota Wild. I'm picking the Stars in 7.
I was just going to say the same. I got the Stars in 7. Wild,
Will you stop copying me?
I know I was
Come
not
on.
copying you, and then I saw like the old, you gave me that look or whatever that look is, but I just made that up.
That look is
that look of like, hey, pay attention to the podcast. Yeah, no, I'm agreeing with you. I think that's a tough one though. Wild kind of they're sneaky good too, but I definitely think it's going to go 7.
They got Matthew Boldy.
I know.
Right? I
know.
like that Matthew Boldy. What a player. U.S.-born player, by the way.
But that hit could have changed the series right there. Who knows? I mean, if he doesn't come back.
You can't change now.
So.
You can't change.
Oh, yeah.
No.
I got the Stars.
You got the Stars in 7.
I got the Stars in 8.
All right. The last one, and this should be fairly simple. Colorado Avalanche versus the Seattle Kraken.
I got the over. Oh, no, just kidding. No, I got Colorado. Colorado's, I think, gonna.
Really?
I think they'll win in 5.
I think Colorado's going to win in 6 games. I'm picking the Avs too, and those are our predictions for the Stanley Cup. Who do you have now? Geez, I'd like to go the whole way, but we will make adjustments after this round is over. We'll give our next round's pick, but I've already picked my Stanley Cup final. Who do you have? Do you have a Stanley Cup final?
I'm going to say Boston and Edmonton.
It's unbelievable.
What?
I have picked Boston.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a no-brainer. And I picked Edmonton to come out of the West, believe it or not. And then I got Boston winning. I think Edmonton will give all they got to get there, and when they get there, I think they're just not gonna have enough. But we'll see.
So you think that hit wasn't a 5-minute?
No. Nope. It wasn't. Principal point of contact wasn't the head. He didn't leave his feet to
he
make
lunged
the hit,
up, but didn't. Yeah.
Yeah. He didn't. His momentum brought him up a bit. He didn't leave his feet to make the hit. I think one of his, skates come off the ice as he drove up. I mean, that's a good body check. No, it was a little bit late. The check itself, if he still had the puck or just released the puck, it's a clean body check. The question I had, like I said, it was a little late. Back in when I played, a guy could pass the puck and you could count to fucking 10 and hit him.
Yeah. It's like the Hanson brothers.
With an elbow and not get a penalty, right? It was crazy.
Like slap shot, that was real. That was real
Yep.
moments in the game. But I don't know. Pabs too. Pavelski's such a smart player. Was usually he turns up. He just kind of was.
Yeah,
he
looked
just threw
like
a backhand to the. I don't know. He's played in many playoff games. I know he's definitely not someone who is not aware of the intensity. But what about Domi?
I don't think he expected it.
I know.
I don't think he expected it. Right? He kind of,
he just, I agree. I don't.
Said the puck's gone. The puck's gone already. I don't think. Man, you can't.
And it was
trust
Dumbo was
there.
it wasn't like Dumbo was coming from across the ice. He was fucking pivoting. He was just kind of keeping with them, skating backwards, and he just threw those old school, kind of. I don't know what's checking. I don't even know what that means. I've never thrown a hit, so I don't know. But it was violent. Hey everyone, thanks for listening to the Raw Knuckles podcast. Don't forget to like, follow, and subscribe.